It's your captain, Storm the Hedgewolf, and oh my god, you can tell I'm not fully awake. Well, actually, I am fully awake, but I just got back from from family tradition, being a Memorial Day parade. So yeah, now, but enough of the reality stuff. I know I said I wasn't going to be able to do this, or was going to be able to do this, but I am able to do this right now. So today we're going to be looking at Steven Universe versus Star Butterfly, which again, now confession, I've never ever watched Star versus the Forces of Evil. I've never watched it. I have zero knowledge for this character. I'm going to be going with Steven because familiar, but then again, I may lose this one because I have a lot of people are saying that Star might win, and they aren't wrong, so we'll see how this goes down. Without further ado, let's get into this. You want to see the original video? It will be in the description below, as always. Yeah, I got nothing else to say, so let's get this over with.
Steven Universe, a superpowered half-human, half-gem teenager.
And Star Butterfly, wild child princess from another dimension.
They both struggle with their responsibilities to save the world, but when pitted against each other, whose heroics will triumph?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. The Diamond Authority was an alien superpower set on conquering the universe for their own gain.
They're literally
that
diamonds,
is true.
like shiny alien rock people.
As the most powerful of the gems, the diamonds led armies of lesser gems, including pearls, amethysts, and others, to prepare planets for destruction by the Authority. These armies were trusted to obey.
But they had an enemy rock person, Rose Quartz. She'd been living on Earth and really liked the place, so she was leading her own group of gems in rebellion, the Crystal Gems.
To which the three diamonds of the Authority responded by trying to destroy every gem left on Earth.
That sounds like overkill. But in a huge blast of light, every gem was corrupted or destroyed, except for Rose and her closest gems, a garnet and pearl. She'd managed to defend them all with her shield.
Given the light emanating from this attack and its distance, we can estimate it to be over 843 million tenajoules per second of energy.
Joules? More like jewels, am I right?
That's what I
That
said.
pun
Oh,
was
like with
weak,
the W?
Boomstick.
Never mind.
Well, now with the diamonds rebuffed, Rose was able to settle down, and she even met a human she got along with, Greg Universe.
What a badass. I wish my last name was Universe. They got along so well that one thing led to another, and, whoops! Rose had to give up her body so their son could be born.
True to his heritage, Steven has many gem-related powers. Since when Rose gave up her body to create him, she effectively gave him all of her power as well, including her own gem. And while Steven's a stalwart pacifist, this led to him following in her footsteps to defend Earth from the diamonds when they inevitably return.
But he's got plenty of ways to defend himself and the others. He can create shields and bubbles to protect from different attacks, use bubbles to teleport things away, and shapeshift to get bigger.
He can also control his personal gravity to float or jump as high as he wants. And he can even fuse with other gems, or sometimes a human.
Huh. Wonder what a fusion between us would look like.
Fusions tend to result in a more powerful entity than the sum of its parts,
That
but I'm not sure that would happen.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Sure. Anyway, as a gem, Steven is much stronger than an average child. While he doesn't look for conflict always seems to find him. Like when he's taken on huge monsters or pushed through the G-forces of faster-than-light travel.
And when he's in a fight, he combines that crazy strength with awesome speed and agility. He can outrun an alien security system with electric fire and ice attacks, and he's dodged lasers. Even if he can't get away in time, Steven survived an entire temple exploding and taken hits from a bunch of gems, which is huge.
Including Spinio.
Garnet once punched so
In
hard
the
she could
movie.
split a mountain.
Another gem he's on par with, Lapis, telekinetically lifted the entire ocean into the atmosphere. Boomstick, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
No, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
The effort required for that would be anywhere from 92 petatons to over 10
Jesus.
tons of TNT.
Man, that's a lot of water. His bubble and shield are also way stronger than they look, since they can defend against attacks from the diamonds themselves. Not even Steven's spit could have helped with that attack. Oh, if you haven't heard, his spit can heal people.
His saliva can even give plants, like fruit, humanoid form. Just spitting out seeds from a watermelon has gotten Steven in quite a bind before.
That's not gonna pop up and attack me, is it?
No, Boomstick. Regular watermelons don't attack people. But depending on Steven's emotional state, he has varying control over his plant-based life form.
You gonna eat that? Aside from his spit, Steven's tears have brought
If you take
people
out the
back
shotgun
from the
shells,
dead.
then maybe.
Just turn pink and have
Sorry.
powers of their own after. It's weird.
Despite
Oh,
not
yeah,
being
that
one to
part got
pursue
weird.
conflict, Steven's been stuck for a while making the best of carrying on Rose's duty. So his kindness and feelings of responsibility for those around him push him to use those healing abilities whenever he can. He can even mend himself with accelerated healing that lets him fix fractures and minor injuries nearly immediately.
And when Steven's knocked out, he can leave his physical body, sort of like a ghost. The drawback is he can't physically interact with anything while he's projecting. But when Steven goes to sleep normally, he can possess other people's bodies. Good luck trying to fall asleep in a fight, though. I've tried.
But protecting the Earth wasn't the
Damn.
only surprise Steven's
That is
mother
also
left for him.
creepy.
As it turns out, she was never actually Quartz at all. She was, in fact, Pink Diamond, one of the heads of the Diamond Authority.
What?
Despite being sent to Earth to conquer it, she fell in love with the planet, which led her to give up her title and transform into Rose Quartz. All of this was withheld from Steven for most of his life, as Pearl worried how the truth might change him.
Oh, believe me, parental trauma will take a toll on anyone's mental state. And when Steven gets too overwhelmed, he taps into his latent diamond abilities, making everything way stronger and way killier.
In this, his pink state, he's so fast his perception of time slows to a crawl. His bubble and shield become hexagonal and strong enough to crush other gems.
Jesus.
Like when he lost control of his emotions in a fight with Jasper and killed her.
He did bring her back to life with his super tears, but that kind of stuff made him think he was a monster, and he basically turned into a pink state Godzilla.
But this wasn't Steven hulking out all of a sudden. It was the result of a full emotional breakdown after years of stress and trauma.
Luckily, his friends came in clutch and it worked out okay. But he still risks becoming a monster if he's ever completely emotionally broken.
With the support of the Crystal Gems, his dad, and his friends, Steven managed to work through his personal issues, so hopefully he's not faced with becoming a monster ever again.
So that's one less monster to worry about, Tokyo. And since Monster Steven has the same power as his pink state, just with absolutely no control, Steven's still powerful enough to take on anything in his way.
Of course, if it was up to Steven Universe, everyone would just be friends.
Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven!
God, I forgot how odd the
When
intro
Marco
was
met
when I
the
first
new
watched
exchange
it.
student at his school, he thought he would just
All
make a new
right.
friend from a different
Welcome
place.
And he
to
definitely didn't think she'd
the
be a
side
magical
where
princess
I am
who'd drag him along
unfamiliar.
for all of her crazy adventures.
This girl from Muni
Mew what?
was a little weird and a little wild. And on top of bringing magic to Earth, she might have brought along a few extras as well. This displaced heir to the throne and defender against monsters was none other than Star Butterfly.
She may have been backed up by generations of magic users before her, and super strong in her own right, but Star wasn't the perfect princess.
And the dogs
She
are
would have
barking
been
again.
sent to the terrifying and personality-draining St. Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, but luckily, Star's parents took one look at that place and decided, no way, she's going to Earth instead.
You know, Earth really isn't the best place for her to be practicing magic. We're not used to people casually casting spells.
Fucking Wilhelm
here.
scream
What would
again.
humans say?
Well, since Star is a Mumin,
Is a human.
that's what the people of Muni are called. She's already superhuman compared to her peers on Earth. She survived a blast that leveled the top of Castle Muni, and can use her wings to help her get out of the way in a pinch.
What, those tiny things? There's no way she can actually fly with them. At least she can make a bubble around herself to defend against attacks.
Her butterfly heritage also grants her the Magic Instruction Book. This spell book is incredibly important, as it contains spells created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her. And she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Okay, half of these spells don't make any sense. Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist? Starfish Tsunami?
Jelly Bean
What the
Hallucination
hell are
Blast?
these names? I want a Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist. I feel like you'd pay for that, like a high-end sauna.
Well, they're
That
kind of self-explanatory.
sounds
Creating her own
horrifying.
spells does mean they can pretty much be anything. Take one of her summons, for example, which are effectively creatures reliant on magic to survive. So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war?
Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede! Now I get where Spider with the top hat came from.
Warnicorn
That
Stampede.
spider's one of Star's self-professed most powerful
Yeah, I
summons.
am not
with his
familiar
own
with that at
unicorns
all.
to boot.
So naturally,
A
she can
spider
kick
with a
monsters'
Gatling gun?
butts with her spells
That
thanks
is
to
just
her
weird.
magical wand. But she
That
better
is
watch
so
out, 'cause a lot
goddamn
of those
weird.
monsters want to use it for themselves.
Her wand combined with her training means she has some incredible destructive power. She's blasted apart walls, temples, and a throne room. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
Yeah, Star's ancestor Skywind wanted to make something explode one day. So why not an entire dimension?
And remember that book we mentioned earlier? Skywind recorded her experience specifically so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension. So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess on top of being the heir to the Butterfly Spellbook.
Speaking of destroying things, her thermonuclear butterfly blast has wrecked a house. And according to Star, her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets. But she just likes to use it to play with cats like a laser pointer.
Star has spells
That's
for
one
more
way
than
to
just destruction, though, like her bunny
do
rabbit
that,
blast,
I
which
guess?
she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected lightning. Being able to fight on par with Meteora means Star's able to reach speeds over Mach 1000. But if all that wasn't enough for you, once Star
Ultimate
went through
magic
puberty,
butterfly
Oh, God,
form.
are you kidding me?
she learned how to access and control her far more powerful butterfly form.
Now that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously a standard for puberty.
The 9
Star
layers
compared
of
the
hell,
process of
you
attaining
say.
it to, quote,
Boomstick.
suddenly looking at
You have
boys
no
as
idea
if
what
they
that
were made
means.
of bacon. Like you've never
It
eaten
means
in your life.
total
All you want to
carnage
eat is bacon.
of
So what you're
insanity.
saying is if I eat enough bacon, I can get magical powers?
Boomstick, I don't think eating bacon
Anyway,
gets you
through
magic.
her time in various dimensions, fighting monsters and defending her friends, Star becomes strong enough on her own that she no longer needs her wand. In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic herself.
Soon enough, though, she realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys. So she started to fight for them instead of against them.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star knew it was the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately, the fighting continued, and Star realized in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
So her mother, her great-whatever-grandmother, and Meteora all banded together to cast the Whispering Spell in the realm of magic.
This spell is designed to silence or end magic, and when cast within the realm of magic, it destroyed magic itself. All of it.
But doesn't that mean she killed all the magical creatures across the different
Shit.
dimensions because they need magic to survive?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Well, after destroying magic and every magical creature in existence, Star was finally able to bring peace to Muni.
Star had a lot of growing up to do when she was sent to Earth, but she learned to control her powers and led her country to peace.
Mostly.
Now, she's truly grown from her chrysalis into a butterfly.
Who's ready for a bloody, bloody bloodbath?
She sounds
All right,
psychopathic.
buttons are set. You've run the data. and
Alright,
all possibilities.
I'm still going with Steven because of familiarity. I love that they used the older Steven for this fight. Let's go, Steven Universe.
What happened?
Let's hope so.
Sorry. Wait.
I could easily get proven wrong in this.
have a better idea.
Wow. Grumpy much. I'll cheer you up.
Huh?
The fight
Please?
starts over sandcastles. The fight starts because of sandcastles. At this point, I'm not even trying to figure it out.
Castles ever new to you?
I don't know.
It's all right. Take your time.
Check this out. Ow.
Huh?
There's their ultimate butterfly. Oh god. Okay, that's a little nightmare.
What's wrong with you? Just leave me
More cry.
See you later,
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Goodbye, weird bug girl.
Never surrender.
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh. I won!
KO.
I did not expect that! Well, to be fair, this loss didn't really piss me off as much, so that doesn't count. I mean, at least it's not on the levels of Lex versus Doom being of way too obvious. So, and it's not as streak ending as Blake versus Mikasa, so I'll let it slide. Let me see why this Star Butterfly won.
I don't think she won what she thought she won there. Steven definitely had a better sandcastle.
With Steven's strength and healing abilities, Star was definitely between a gem.
Darn it
and a
all
hard place
indeed.
maker.
So,
And when Steven
that
went
marks
pink, made it a whole
my
lot
second
tougher.
loss for Season 8,
Steven
but at
was
least
an
it's
alien
not
gem
as
and
bad.
technically
At least it's not as
Earth's
bad.
whispering spell couldn't touch him,
So that
but
at
she
least
still had the advantage
it didn't
in the
piss
end.
me off
Steven
that
was
much.
physically superior, at least to Star's everyday appearance. Star can survive explosions worth a few dozen tons of TNT, but he could match Garnet's mountain-busting might.
However,
That is true.
everyone knows this matchup would rarely ever resolve in fisticuffs, even with how out.
So Cartoon Network has suffered a second loss. So I think the only win that Cartoon Network has is Samurai Jack. That's the only one.
Her lightning feats, but Star's butterfly form and transportation magic meant she had plenty of ways to work around that. Not to mention, she mastered her super-powered bug form while Steven never mastered Pink State. And she didn't even need her wand to go full power, so disarming her meant Jack squat.
It is possible Steven could match the power of the Diamond Trio, since Pink Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843 million tenajoules, or about 2 tenatons of TNT, is certainly
That's a
nothing to stop
lot
at.
of explosive
Star
power.
had spells that could destroy a whole planet, and probably even a universe.
Yeah, I was
She could
afraid of
basically
that.
one-up any level of power Steven
If she
tried
had
to
a
throw
spell
at
that
her,
could
even if he
destroy a
did go full
universe,
pink monster mode.
Steven was
then you
pushed
got
to
it.
the limit and gave it his best, but Star's raw power and her versatile spellcasting were impossible to beat.
Better fly on home, Star. You've had a
Okay,
genuine win.
Boomstick, that
The
was a
winner
terrible
is
pun and you
Star
know it.
Butterfly. Hey, thanks
Well,
for watching that
second
episode.
loss for
If you
this
guys enjoyed it,
season.
Make sure you like, subscribe, click the
Alright,
bell so
let's
you're
see who's
notified.
next.
You can check out our latest merch at store.roosterteeth.com, and also click one of these boxes to watch one of the videos down below.
Round 2. Round 2. Alright. Let me talk. It's time to talk about this next time. I'm actually excited. However, because it's round 2, I think it's safe to say I will be revisiting round 1 as well as doing a hype stream surrounding these two characters with their respective games on the days of their previews. Whatever one gets revealed first, that's the one I do first. But it's not the outcome that will bother me or anything that I'm worried about. It's how they execute the kill. Because in round 1, they made the kill so anticlimactic. That's why I absolutely hated it. That's why it was in the D rank on my tier list. So yeah, apologies for that, for those who hate me for it. But that was the main reason. It wasn't the outcome. I was okay with Link winning, but they had to do it correctly. But instead, they did a obvious move that Link could obviously use on any enemy in Zelda. That's the main issue that I had with the first round. If Cloud or Link wins, they better do the kill justice. But that's just my thoughts and takes on it, so let me know what you all thought on the comments of the video once it goes up on YouTube. But yeah, I'm actually excited for Link vs. Cloud, round 2. But, damn, I wasn't expecting to lose a second time in Season 8, but hey, at least it didn't get me mad or anything, so, as they say, expect the unexpected. So I'm gonna go roll the credits now, and we'll go from there. So, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. I really was thinking Steven had this in the bag. But, again, like I said, expect the unexpected. So, I am actually excited for round 2, and I hope they do it justice compared to the last time they did this fight. So, again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Want to see the original video? Check the link in the description below for either link for the Rooster Teeth or YouTube. I usually post both of them in the description. Thanks again for watching for those who watch this on YouTube. Till then, this is your Captain of the Hedge Fleet signing off. I'll see you in the next stream. So good day, people.